In previous semester's debates, our debates have focused on issues of environmental importance or related to poverty and clean water. And this year's debate is a little different, as its focus is much broader, centered around the issue of migration. Now, the issue of migration is incredibly broad. The topic that we were given was that nations of the world should do more to protect the legal, the economic and social rights of migrants. But as migration includes everything from refugees in Africa and so the topic that our debaters will be addressing this morning is the U.S. should do more to protect the social and economic rights of legal immigrants. Our debaters this morning are, on the affirmative side, Ashley Jones and Cameron Keys, and on the negative side, KJ Carter and Caitlin Walker. Again, and so let's give them a hand. Getting up here on the stage.
Good morning. My name is Ashley Jones, and today my partner and I are arguing for the proposition that the United States should do more to protect the social and economic rights of legal immigrants. First, I want to start off by defining a few terms for you. The proposition at hand is written in terms of legal immigrants, not illegal immigrants. In the discussion of immigration, the first thing most people think of is illegal immigration. While this is an important issue, it is not the topic of today's debate. Illegal immigrants reside in our country in violation of our citizenship laws, but legal immigrants work hard to complete a painstaking process in order to become a citizen of the United States. Legal immigrants pay taxes, participate in the economy, and many serve in leadership positions at the state and local level. My partner and I urge you to support the proposition for these reasons. First, in coming to live in the United States, many immigrants are denied the opportunity to take jobs for which they are highly qualified because of unfair policies. And second, the immigrants face much discrimination in the workplace because of the prejudiced attitudes of some employers.
According to the Backgrounder, most immigrants do not have a high school diploma, and they're competing for lower skilled jobs, and are actually taking them from native citizens. Wouldn't you say this is a bigger problem than the few that are being discriminated against on higher skilled jobs?
Well, those jobs that the immigrants are taking from the United States are jobs that the citizens of the United States turn their noses up to anyway. They wouldn't want to work in those jobs. And even though the percentage of highly qualified immigrants is smaller, those who are highly qualified aren't getting the jobs they deserve. Wouldn't you agree that if the rights of the immigrants were protected by the government so that their degrees were transferred, that the welfare wouldn't have to be as high because they would have jobs and they would be able to earn the money that they need?
I would agree, but most immigrants aren't qualified to have high-paying jobs, and they do their best to avoid working for checks and try to work for cash and not pay taxes.
Good morning. My name is KJ Carter. Today, my partner and I are opposing the resolution. Resolved, that the United States should do more to protect the social and economic rights for legal immigrants. The American people are not anti-immigrant. We are concerned about the lack of coherence in our immigrants' policy and enforcement. Former member of the House of Representatives, Chris Canis. I too agree with this statement. The policies today on immigration are hardly taken seriously. Adding new protection is not necessary. We only need to pay more attention to the pre-existing laws and take more action towards them. The key points in my argument are as follows. Migrants do not need more protection, our jobs need more protection. Immigrants can burden the education system. And lastly, this type of legislation is expensive and often difficult to enforce. In our economic need, we struggle to provide basic education to our students. With more students being added to schools, the more thin we have to spread our resources. In addition, many of these students cannot speak English, and we have to spend more money to create more special education programs. How are we going to pay for these new programs?
When we consider education funding, we don't consider every child individually. Do we charge extra for children of disability? Of course not. So why would we charge the tax-paying immigrants because of their children?
And so as these students approached this topic and tried to research for this particular debate, they had to work very hard to find the resources they needed, and they did an excellent job. So let's give them one more round of applause. thank once again our elected officials and community leaders who are here this morning, Mr. Kent and Representative Martinson and Mr. Hickok. So let's give them a hand.